What's going on, everyone? This is your host, author Anthony Avina. Welcome to this week or this video. It's kind of a um, random day kind of video because I don't normally post regularly scheduled videos on this day, but it is an important topic that I'm going to be talking about. One of you guys asked me to speak about this. I'm going to put the comment here. It's from Put the Duck on It. Very loyal viewer here on Avina Vlogs, and it is about mental health, and it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I have notes here I'm going to be going over. I've filmed this twice actually, and the last two times the video got corrupted. So I'm going to speak about this. I'm going to go through my notes here, and I'm going to explain to you guys some important things to know about mental health and some of my opinions on mental health. Also, in different ways that I can relate to the struggle with mental health. So, without further ado, here is my Mental Health Awareness Month PSA. Now, the first thing I want to say is mental health awareness is an incredibly important, serious subject that everyone should keep in mind. No one should dismiss it offhand, and it is something that you should get help for if it's something you think you need help for. Let me clear up some misconceptions about mental health that I see in popular media and in everyday life. Even here on YouTube, I see some misconceptions, and I want to clear that up. First of all, if you have a mental health illness, that doesn't make you quote unquote crazy. I hate that term. I'm going to get to that later. Crazy is not the same thing as having a mental health illness. There are several degrees of mental health, and a lot of mental health is more about chemical imbalance than the typical movie portrayed crazy patient kind of thing. You are not crazy if you have a mental health illness. Don't let people make that assumption for you. That's something that you need to accept about yourself, because when you put that negative connotation on it, it prevents a lot of people from seeking the help they need because they don't want that title weighing them down. But you are not crazy. You are not crazy, I promise you. B, the second thing I want to say regarding mental health is there's a huge misconception that people who have a mental health illness automatically are some sort of violent criminal, which is not the case at all. Those two things are like rarely hand in hand, and you only the reason that people assume that is because a case will come along where the criminal happened to have a mental health illness, but that's rarely the case. And just because you suffer from a mental illness doesn't mean you're going to turn into some sort of violent criminal element. Those two things do not go hand in hand. The third thing I want to say about mental health is that mental health illness is no different than suffering an illness of any other part of your body. Um, if you have some sort of internal organ uh, illness, physical disability of any kind, those are no different than a mental health illness, because the brain is an organ in your body. It's a part of your body, and you should not feel ashamed or made to feel different by others because you suffer from a mental health illness, because a lot of people suffer from varying degrees and various different illnesses of the mind. And the mind is, they say the mind is a muscle. It's a part of the body. It works in unison with other parts of your body. So don't be ashamed. You are no different than anyone else who suffers from, a heart attack, or from, like for me example, I have Durkheim's disease. That's an illness. Same thing with mental health illness. They both need medical treatment and help, and that's why they're no different. The fourth and most important thing I want to say about mental health is that if you are suffering, or think you might be suffering, or know someone who might be suffering from any sort of mental health condition, seek help immediately. Don't wait. Don't let society's, you know, quarrels with the term mental health put you down in any way or prevent you from getting the help you need. There's nothing wrong with getting help, and especially don't self-medicate. Don't look for solutions on your own without getting the proper treatment or help from a medical trained professional. So many times, I mean, you see it more in Hollywood because they're in the limelight, but everyday life, people turn to self medication, whether it be alcohol or drugs or, what have you, to compensate for the pain they're feeling mentally. And it often makes the condition worse more often than it does make it better. So please seek help, get the help that you need, and don't be afraid to stand up and say, I have a mental health illness. There's nothing wrong with you because of that. Don't let don't let society tell you otherwise. All right, get the help you need. Now there are a couple different things that I can relate to with mental health. Since I've suffered from Durkheim's disease and injuries and fibromyalgia, with those diseases has come depression. I suffer depression. I take medication for depression. It can be crippling. Sometimes it is hard to get up in the morning, to get out of bed. Um, I'm not sitting here saying I have the worst case scenario of depression, that there aren't others who suffer more than me. And there are diseases that are way, way worse than depression that I don't suffer with. But I do identify with it. I also identify with people who suffer from anxiety because I have crippling social anxiety. I have a hard time talking to most people in public. I'm working on it. That's what YouTube has helped me with, and it's a coping mechanism. It's something that has helped me overcome a lot over the years, but I'm still suffering from it. Um, I'm trying to become a writer, but the thought of public speaking scares the hell out of me, to be honest with you. Um, Social anxiety is a real thing. I know there's a lot of people who suffer from it. That those are two examples of mental health illnesses that I suffer from. Um, and I'm not ashamed of it. It's a part of who I am, and I'm working on it. Um, but I understand how difficult it is to, come out and, tell the world that. Um, but getting medication for my depression has really helped me um, to get up in the morning, to fight that everyday depression of what my health situation is. Um, it has helped a lot, so that's why you should always seek help if you feel you need it. Now there are a couple of terms I'm going to talk about that kind of bother me that they're used this often. Um, Crazy, like we discussed earlier, I feel an offensive term to use to describe someone with mental health illness. Also, and especially this is a very popular one right now, using the term bipolar to describe everyday situations, like you call yourself bipolar for wanting two different things. Bipolar disorder is a very serious illness, and people who suffer from it do not need that, um, you know, that throwaway term being used when they have to suffer with that disease every single day. It's um, not something that should be popularized. It's something that should be taken seriously. And then, of course, the word insane. That's kind of in the same realm as crazy. Insane is definitely offensive, and it puts that negative stigma on mental health that I think prevents a lot of people from getting the help they need. Well, that's my take on mental health. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, I want to end this on a positive note by saying that uh, we can end the stigma. I know what it's like to grow up, surrounded by people in your life, whether they be family, friends, even strangers, who look down on anyone who suffers with a mental health illness. It's not easy, but I think society is slowly starting to change, and I think that we can help move that change along to a place of better understanding. Um, I am here for you guys if you need anything. Um, I hope this video helped you a little bit, helped, you know, shed some misconceptions about mental health and encourage you to seek help if you need it. I'm going to be putting a link down below in the description box, and if I remember, I'm going to put it on the screen right here as well. This is the website that you can learn more about mental health illness, and there are tons of resources there to help with, diagnoses, looking for resources to point you in the right direction to get help if you think you or someone you love needs it. So that's my spiel here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you a lot, because I know it helped me to be able to discuss something that I'm very passionate about with you. And I'd love to discuss more topics like this if you guys are interested. So leave your comments down below, letting me know what kind of topic you'd like me to tackle next time. Social issues, personal issues, whatever you're passionate about, let me know. Remember, guys, there is nothing wrong with suffering from a mental health illness and getting the help you need. Get that help, and know you're not alone, and you can live normal, happy lives. Don't let the mental health illness define you. It's an illness like anything else. It can be treated. I'm not saying it can be cured right away. It's not going to be an easy road, but you can get through this. Thank you guys for watching so much. Leave your comments down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Remember, spread the word. Please share this video and help spread the word about Mental Health Awareness Month and just general mental health awareness. Thank you for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up. Like this video, comment on it, favorite it, and share it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me if you did. And click that eye in the sky on either side up here to see today's recommended videos, playlists, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for a brand new video. Long days and pleasant nights, my friends.